What's up? This is Jordan Gray from Half Lit and DopelivenTV.
Hey, this your boy Don Ritchie representing the Midwest 219 Stand Up.
Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Lamar Tate.
This is your girl, Monifa.
Hey, what up? It's your man Dave Hollister from Blackstreet.
You know what this is right here. This Trigger Trench in the building.
Hey, what's up, y'all? This is your boy Jason Weaver. And whenever I'm back home in the Chi, I'm checking out Dope Living TV.
Hey, it's your girl, Adina Howard, and you're watching Dope Living TV, live with Greg Gray and the crew.
Hey, what's up? It's your boy Greg Gray. This is Dope Living TV Live. Let's start off by saying the views that are expressed on this Dope Living TV Live are not necessarily the views of Dope Living TV or its affiliates. What's going on, y'all?
You tired, bro?
Can you tell?
You like, it's just, what's today? Is it Tuesday? It's just Wednesday.
It's been a great week.
Perk it up.
But it's been very, very tiring. And I'm still sick, so.
Sickness and
that
tires you out.
I'm a win, man. What are you talking about? Look, man, anyway, today on the show, we going back to the movies, there's a movie called Judge Not. Directed, written by my man Quincy J. Trent. You know Quincy J. Trent. He's done a lot of movies. He's been on the show before. A great friend of the show. One of the actors, the main actor.
Your mouth
and that his name is.
Your mouth wasn't moving.
I'm good like that. I told you.
That's funny.
I'm good, but yeah, I got a lot of stuff doing. Oh, he popped on. I thought he was gonna come on at 7:30. Okay, anyway.
Hey.
My son, what's going on?
Hey, Marcy.
Hey, you guys. Remind me of one of those old movies we used to watch back.
What is going on?
Really? Anyway, my man, he's the lead character. He's been on a lot of movies. Number one, let's put it like that. Number two, like I said, Quincy J. Trent, man, he's got a movie called Judge Not, and he's in this movie, and he's also a great parent, man, because I thought he was going to be, he sent me a note earlier. We were supposed to fill in for about a half hour, okay, but we ain't going to do that, okay? We're going to get him on. Maybe he might have to go anyway, but everybody say what's up to Mr. Dejuan Ford.
What's up, Mr.
How are you?
Dejuan Ford?
Hey, what's going on? How y'all doing today?
Great.
What's good?
We're happy to have you.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, most definitely. I'm happy to be here. I'm actually on double duty right now. I'm on coach duty. So I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to get home in time. So I'm like, let me go ahead and hop on right now, because there ain't no telling, man. They still out there practicing. So
okay.
So we're gonna have him as long as he can be here. We're gonna have him and talk a little bit.
Right.
Most definitely.
So again, man, welcome to the show. We appreciate you coming through, giving us this time. All right. And like I said, he's a good father too, man. So you're out there doing this thing as a coach.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
But hey, man, look, real quick, let's go. Just take it all the way back a little bit. All right, take it all the way back. What made you want to be an actor, man?
So I've always had a passion for acting. When I was in elementary school, my music teacher kind of threw me in the fire, so to speak. Because back then nobody wanted to act. So she loved my voice. She was like, I see you as the character. I remember his name was Michael, and he was the lead character of the school play. And at first I'm like, man, I don't want to do this crap, like whatever. But then, when I started rehearsing, and it was a couple of pretty girls in there, and I was like, what? It's not too bad, You know, so that was like my first taste of acting. So, you know, kind of throughout elementary school, you know, I was involved in all type of school plays. And then of course when I got to middle school, acting kind of wasn't cool anymore. You know, we getting older, and you know, we didn't have a drama or an acting class, you know, at my middle school. So, you know, I kind of, you know, got more off into football and basketball.
Yes, sir.
So most recently, I want to say in 2016, I kind of reignited that, a desire to act. And shout out to Moolah Films. You know, they're a huge independent film crew here. Murder Pain, Martell Lane. Those guys made acting cool again, you know, here in the city of Detroit. And you know, so I was doing a podcast, and I had Martell and Thomas on, and I was like, hey man, you know, can I get a role? You know, I just want to be an extra or whatever. And that was my first time ever being on camera, you know, as far as filming. And I got bit by the bug, man, and you know, the rest is history.
Got good to him. Get bit by that bug, boy.
Has it been an easy way going into that?
I'm sorry, the phone was breaking up.
Has it been easy, or have you had any challenges?
Oh yeah, definitely. So kind of, you know, throughout my, you know, past 7 or 8 years or so, I've had a lot of issues. You know, back in 2016, you know, now Detroit is known for, you know, independent films. Like we're shooting 5 or 6 movies a month now, but back then we were actually only maybe doing 2, maybe 3 per year. So the jobs were very scarce. So I actually landed, you know, this big role, and I was cut from it. You know, we did a couple rehearsals and table reads, and I actually got cut from it. But that's what turned me into Dejuan Ford, the executive producer.
Come on.
So not only do I act, I also executive produce. I have over 25 films right now. So, and that's a whole nother story. I'm pretty sure we'll touch on that later on.
That's that double duty, bro. You know, so we basically in a couple of minutes went from childhood up to what you're doing now, man. And you've done a lot of films. You've done a lot of films, and one in particular that got me watching you was and you didn't have a huge role in this, but I'm like, this dude can act, okay? Because I love seeing people act natural. The Dirty D.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
That series was something else, man. And I'm like, this cat came in here and was like doing his thing. What we do, man, you know, as people that watch, we want to see people act as natural as possible. Not saying it was you, but you made it look natural. And I'm like, God, dog, man. Number one, I'm scared of this dude.
You're scared.
Don't hire me as your lawyer.
You know what I'm saying? But it's been a pleasure movies, man. How do you adjust to the change of characters, man?
So you know, that's one of the things that I take pride in is being versatile. You know, initially coming out, I was kind of typecasted. You know, funny as that may sound, I played a lot of cop roles.
Right.
And the reason why is because of my versatility. Because a lot of guys, they can only play certain roles, right? So with me, they looked at me, hey, you know, he's a clean cut guy, you know, whatever, whoop, whoop. And I was always picked for this cop role. So, you know, and shout out to Lisa Brown, you know, she's the writer producer of the Dirty D. She helped transform Dejuan Ford, the actor, and I really took it to the next level after the Dirty D, because people see me in a different light.
Right.
You know, prior to that, you know, I was always, you know, I was playing a cop, I was playing that good guy role. But you know, Lisa kind of, you know, showed the other side. You know, she really kind of displayed my versatility, and that's what really took off. Well, that's what really allowed me to take off, you know, as far as acting, because I showed range, and I showed people that I can do multiple roles. So for me, you know, to answer your question, that's one of the things that I take pride in. You know, being versatile, really dive into different roles, really embracing the craft of acting, because it's really easy to play just these, you know, hood guy roles, or you know, whatever it is. But it's really challenging for me to play a cop or a lawyer or a judge. You know, and shout out to Quincy. That was a very challenging role for me, you know, because I'm like, man, I'm only 35 years old. Like, I can't play a judge. He said, man, just be you, Dejuan. He was like, no, don't overthink it. Just be yourself. And you know, when he told me that, man, it was like, you know, the rest was history.
Well,
that movie that he's in as a judge, Judge Not, it's coming out in June, right?
Yep, yeah, June 4th. June 4th.
But again, man, y'all don't have to wait till June 4th to see Dejuan, okay? He's in a number of movies. If you switch on Tubi, I'm telling y'all know we know Nelson Davis, right? But if you see because Nelson just left Detroit, actually.
Yeah, yep.
Nelson, then you see him just as much, okay? Dejuan, a whole bunch of movies, all right? What is it? Bound by Blood, I think it was.
Yeah. Bound by Blood, Street Legal.
Street Legal. That's that lawyer thing right there, y'all.
Yep. By Any Means. I got Black Straight Blues, Undying Love, Ultimate Betrayal. And
Corruption.
Corruption. Yep.
In it. So, you know, Tubi
produces that one.
Tubi created.
Which is your favorite?
Oh, that's tough. You're trying to get me beat up.
That's like, which is your favorite child, right?
Right. Exactly. But
I'm gonna show y'all some. Hold on, Dejuan. Hold that thought, okay? Quincy sent me. The trailer's not out for this, okay? So we get an exclusive right now, okay? But Judge Not. So I'm looking at this and I'm like, this dude here. Check out this little piece from Judge Not real quick. We'll be right back. Dope Living TV Live.
Oh shoot, what's going on?
What's wrong, Daddy?
Nothing, baby. Everything will be all right. Once you run my plate and realize who I am, you'll be good.
Yes, sir, but I gotta get to practice.
I know, baby. I got you. I'll get you there. Hey, how you doing today, officer?
Do you know how fast you were going, sir?
Yeah, I was definitely going below the speed limit. I think maybe 15 miles an hour or so.
Oh, did you notice you also ran a stop sign back there as well?
No, I must have missed it. My daughter had an issue with her
license and registration, please.
You serious? You really serious right now?
License and registration.
Daddy, can we go? I'm already running late.
Maybe just give me a minute, okay? We'll be out of here.
Listen, sir, I'm trying to be very nice to you right now. So license, please. Oh, okay. I had no idea.
All right. I kind of figured you didn't know who I was.
Oh, no, it's not that. I had no idea you were so young. You look older than you actually are.
What?
Sir, keep your hands where I can see him step out of the vehicle.
Boy.
I am on the edge of my seat.
Okay.
Thank you.
See, if you all haven't seen Dejuan, when that dude came up, the cop came up, the daughter back there, and this and that, did y'all see his face change? Okay, because in another movie, dude would have got sliced, okay?
The baby was in there. The baby girl was in there. You got to kind of, go parent mode and hood mode.
Did you see the change in the face? The face was like,
yep.
I'm like, he already did it. And that just shows, number one, how far you've come as an actor, okay? Because like I said, again, I probably been the one to be typecast. That's just me. Because I'm beating ass every time I come on stage.
Right, exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay. So, I mean, with that role, man, with the way that was your father and your judge, I mean, was that a stretch for you?
No. So really, for me, I was really able to tap into, my real life experience just as being a father. And I've been in that situation before, just being pulled over, by the police. And, my dad taught me how to deal with, officers, kind of growing up, always, be respectful. And you got to understand, he's a man just like you are. So it does take, ego check, to deal with that. And I really had to kind of tap into it because my mindset there, even though I knew that I used to be a judge, so I still had the ego, but also a piece of me. I really wanted my daughter to go to practice, and I really wanted to get home. So I was trying to, avoid a situation, and I'm hoping that I displayed that during that scene.
Yeah, no doubt. You displayed it. Trust. You displayed it. Is this the first lead role that you've had?
No. So actually, I want to say that's my fourth lead role. I had Street Legal. I filmed something with Denise Monet down in Houston called Carmen and Magic, and I had a what's the other film? I got another film is going to drop soon. It's called One Woman's Trash. I was the lead in that, and then I got one. Well, then now number 4, Judge Not.
Yeah, Judge Not. I think that's good. I got another clip, y'all, where y'all gonna see a whole different side. Okay, from Judge Not, and it's. I mean, because I like to think that you guys as actors, you guys are taking us out of the norm. Go ahead and coach. I think you guys are taking us out of the norm, man. And I know that I want to see everybody be something different, because if my day is going bad, I'm turning on the TV because I want to see something that's going to take me away from all of that,
Exactly.
So that's where I'm at with that. So how did you hook up with Quincy? Because Quincy's a fantastic director, man.
Most definitely, man. Q reached out to me via Facebook. He shot me a message, and he shot me some of his work, man. He said, I'm a huge fan of yours, man. I'll be honored to work with you. And then I did some research on Quincy as well. And I was like, hey, man, I love Chicago, man. Like, let's make it happen. So we sat down and talked, and it was, the rest was history, man. It all happened so fast. And then even when I got out there, man, I love his crew, his family, the cast, man. Shout out to everybody, man. Like, they really showed me, true, genuine love, man. Like, I felt like I was at home. So, man, shout out to Chicago, man. I'm looking forward to coming back.
So, I mean, again, man, you like movie royalty right now, man, because the more films you do, especially with the platform Tubi, because everybody's checking out Tubi right now. With that platform, man, you become acting royalty, movie royalty.
Most definitely.
Which is a good thing, man. And you keep us on our feet. Speaking of Tubi, what do you think Tubi is to Black actors now? You know what I'm saying? It's a whole different ball game. But in your opinion, as a director, as a producer, as an actor, how do you think Tubi has changed the game for you guys?
Man, I remember back in during the pandemic, is really when Tubi kind of took it to that next level, and it's really a blessing, man, because it gave a lot of us producers, actors a platform. Before we had Amazon, we even had Netflix. Before Netflix blew up. So for Tubi to give us this platform, and really seeing a lot of my peers, a lot of people that I grew up with, be able to write, tell their stories, direct, act. It's like, man, we are truly living a dream, man. Like, a lot of times we're on set for 10, 11 hours, and it can get stressful. But I try to just reiterate the fact, of everybody, and let them know, like, we're getting paid to do what we love to do. Like, we're getting paid to shoot movies. And when you really sit back and think about that, man, like, it's really unreal, for us to be doing what we're doing. Like, we really carved out our own lane, our own niche. And, man, it's definitely a blessing, man. And I thank God every day for it.
That's Black Hollywood, man. Marcella, you got a question?
Yeah, I do. Being a father, Have you done any family films? And if not, is that in the works? Children?
Yeah. So what? As far as having my family in it,
or for children?
Yeah. So unfortunately, I've done some faith-based films, but I haven't done any kid films. And it's something that I do eventually want to tap into. But I haven't got around to it yet.
Okay.
I'm thinking probably sometime next year. I do have a pretty fun kid script. But it's just hard, trying to get everybody together or whatever. But we might even end up shooting it, in the summertime, because I'm getting a lot of kids, like even like my children and nieces and nephews, so they all really want to get involved. So even if it's just like a short 30-minute film, I definitely want to do it. But as of yet, I haven't done any kids films.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
So as you've elevated your game, and I'm gonna keep giving you your praises, man. Because like I said, I've seen you in a lot of movies. I don't even know what the news is like no more because I'm on Tubi all the time. You know what I mean?
Man, hey, I'm the same way, man. I don't even have cable anymore, bro. Like,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like all I watch, man. I go home and I watch Tubi. Like I'm a big basketball and football fan, so like football I watch, but basketball, like I just kind of go on ESPN.com and see who won or whatever. But I'm watching Tubi, man.
Yeah, basketball done got real different, man. I used to watch basketball, but it's got different, man.
Yeah. I'm like, man, I don't even watch it anymore, man. I was a big LeBron James fan, but it's like now that he's getting older, I'm like, whatever, man. I just catch some highlights or something later on.
LeBron better chill out, man, because now he losing. Okay, so
right, exactly.
preserve your legacy, bro. Preserve your legacy.
Right.
That's crazy. But
Dejuan, you said you have children, right?
Yep. Yeah, I got
like
3 of them.
They like, hello.
Fell totally out.
They so quiet though. I didn't even know they were in the car.
They just got in the car.
Yeah. They just got in probably about like 2 minutes ago. Yeah, they was wrapping up football practice. So yeah, they just got in the car. So I put the mic on mute and I told them to be quiet. So
that was hilarious.
How did they react? How do they react when they see Dad on the TV screen?
It's crazy because like they were kind of born into it, so they don't really care. Like I personally, I think their friends care more than they do. Like I'll go to my son's middle school and all the kids like, oh, we seen you on Google, we seen this. But like as far as them, like they don't care. They just like, oh, whatever.
That's Dad, huh?
Yeah,
right.
So at least it's something else, man, because. Okay, now you're not Dejuan. You ain't that dude Dejuan no more. You Dejuan Ford, all right?
Right.
Out there, okay. So when you go to the stores, when you go to to any place now, people know who you are, man. How has it changed your life?
I mean, for me, I've always had popularity, especially like in Detroit, like around Michigan. So I'm somewhat used to it, and I've always been like a people's person. So whenever somebody look at me or whatever, like I was always the one to kind of start a conversation, or I will engage in the conversation with people. It's kind of something that I got from my dad. Growing up, like my dad, he just talks to everybody, right? So for me, the transition to becoming Dejuan Ford the actor, now it's different level because people they want to take pictures and videos and but like honestly, man, it has been a great experience for myself. Even like it be hood dudes, man. Like I'm talking about some guys, you be like, man, hold on, let's walk this way. And then
right.
What's up, bro? Oh, hey, can I get a picture? So it's really kind of unreal. Like seeing that, man, because some of the toughest guys show the most love, man, and it's definitely a blessing to get recognized in my city and state. But really, when I go to Chicago or Memphis or South Carolina or Vegas You know, even when my wife and I went to Jamaica, you know, they dirty D, like they,
Get out.
yeah. Like it's you know, so it's definitely a blessing. You know, I
Wow.
love it. It actually helps me be a great mentor as well, because kids, you know, they look up to me. You know, so now I can talk to them. Hey man, you know, don't do this or do that. You know, I can kind of teach them the way, because they see me on TV, and they you know, they glorify the acting part of it. So now I can be a voice of reason to these kids, because a lot of them don't have a father figure. So that's really one of the primary reasons why I am actively involved in youth football, youth basketball. Yes, because you know, my boys are involved, but also I want to be that father figure to, you know, these young men that don't have that.
And they need it, man, and they need it. Now, I didn't tell you this, but you know, I'm in Southfield. All right.
Oh, okay.
So, when you're home, all right, you're out there in Michigan, Detroit, and you just mentioned how the gangsters come through, because you know it's one on there. Well, I ain't gonna say every block. That 8 Mile, something else.
Right,
But
right.
do you ever? I mean, and you just said, you know, you got to look twice, okay? But you show everybody love. You got to show everybody love. But do you ever do they ever test you because of the movie roles that you've been in?
Wow.
No. So I've never had any type of issues, man. You know, like, you know, and I think it's because when you meet me and you see me in person, people really more so like, dang man, like I would have never thought you was this way. Because also you got to think, you know, when I'm at these football games, there's hundreds of people, you know, there, you know, maybe 500-600 plus, you know, people there, you know, so I'm pretty sure 90% of them watch Tubi, right? So when, you know, people, they'll, you know, start a conversation or whatever, like, man, I've never had anybody, you know, really having an issue with me. You know, some people like, oh man, I'll never hire you as my lawyer, man.
Right.
You a slime ball, you this, you that, you know, but they've never really, you know, tried that. You know, they really all love what we got going on, man. And that's one thing about Detroit. When they see you doing something, you know, good and positive, like, man, they all come together and show you love. Just like I said, like some of the toughest guys, you know, they be looking. I'm like, oh man, like, well, we got a problem. Hey man, can I get a picture? You know, so it's just it's different. You know, then this is the way I carry myself. You know, in public. You know, I'm not a cocky guy. You know, I'm very humble. You know, I speak to everybody. I'm smiling. You know, I'm a family man. You know, first and foremost.
There you go.
You know, so I think when people see that, you know, they don't want to get into the, oh, let me test them and see, or, you know, whatever it is. You know, so I think it's definitely how you carry yourself off camera. You know.
Yeah, that's good how you successfully transition that, Marcy.
Yeah. Okay. You said that when you go to one of your kids' school, how the youth are, you know, like, whoa. What advice would you give youth that want to go into the business?
I would tell them to network, right? Really, and just because your network is your net worth, you know. And I remember, you know, hearing that when I was young, and I'm like, what, you know, like, what are you talking about? But like now, I really understand that piece. My network really kind of got my foot in the door. So I would say, you know, first and foremost, network. You know, just meet different people. Well, of course, for the youth, it's a little different, right? Because they got to have their parents, you know, doing this stuff. But really, you know, stay on your parent. You know, have your parent, you know, be proactive and network. Because you know, my son, for example, this guy, man, he's the most persistent kid ever. You know, so if he wants to go do something, every hour, hey dad, you know, can we do this? I need to go to practice. I need to go to the gym. You know, so he's very, very persistent. So I would tell them, you know, to one, you know, be persistent, be resourceful, you know, and just follow your dreams. You know, like I want people to look at me and to really be inspired by my story. Like I'm just a regular guy from Detroit. You know, there's nothing special about me. I worked hard. You know, I went to school. I went to college. But I just really, you know, I always live by a certain faith, and you know, God got me here. So it was definitely a blessing. But I kept on working. You know, as I mentioned earlier, you know, I was cut from a role, and I could have quit. You know, and went on to doing something else. But you know, that really motivated me to, you know, take my acting game to the next level. it motivated me to become Dejuan Ford, the executive producer, and and here we are.
Wow. Okay.
I mean, and that's a great path and great story that you got,
Mhm.
because a lot of people don't even get a chance to do half of what you've done, you know,
Mhm.
and to stay as grounded as. Hey man, you can say what you want to them, man. Go ahead. You ain't got to mute out. You doing your father thing. You doing your father thing. So we all
Hi
get it.
guys.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
No, he was over here asking me. He said, "Can we go to the gas station?"
That's real. That's real life right there.
Right,
Right,
right.
That is.
Go to the gas station, hang out. Let's go get some chicken and some probably
some chips.
Yep,
Chips.
exactly.
Yep, some chips.
Dejuan, do you have a set amount of a set number of movies you want to be in, or you just gonna play it out until you just feel like, okay, I'm done. It's ran its time.
So I feel like, for me, and with the versatility that I have, the range that I have, I'm really open to, keep this thing rolling, because that's one thing about being an actor, there's no age limit on it, right? So it's
True.
like, hey, I can be 50, 60 years old and, still, acting. So for me, this is something that I see myself doing forever. I don't really have an expiration date, on it. I do kind of want to make the transition to series more so than films.
Yeah.
I just feel like with Street Legal, Dirty D, the level of character development is just like bar none. Like, because now we're in season 3 and season 2 of Street Legal, so it's like when you're really developing this particular character, it makes it just that much more fun versus doing all these different roles.
Right.
So I think, for myself on the production end, I'm going to start, shifting gears towards a series, because it's just, when I tell you, like, Street Legal season 2, you guys are going to love it. My character development, it was just like, it was a very intense 6 weeks. It took us 6 weeks to shoot those 6 episodes. And when I tell you the amount of work that we had to put in from cast, crew, it was next level. And I think you guys were really gonna love Street Legal season 2.
I hope so, man. Because Street Legal, yeah. Let me get into this too. I'm gonna let it all out on you, Dejuan, because some of these actors and actresses they get a little scared when I ask questions. Sometimes.
Right.
I'm gonna let it all out, okay? Because I know you can beat my ass. Anyway,
yeah,
anyway, so you're as a producer.
Mm-hmm.
Why does it take? Okay, like with the Dirty D, with the Street Legal, why it take y'all so long to come to the next one, to get to the next season?
So
we still up here waiting.
Right. Okay. So here's the problem, right? So the biggest issue is the process that it takes, right? So for Lisa Brown, the writer of the Dirty D, and for Dennis Reed, the writer of Street Legal, it really they're writing these episodes. Like, they don't have a team of writers. Like, it's one person writing. So when we kind of put this thing into perspective, right? So you got Lisa, she's writing 6 episodes. And then Lisa has to produce these 6 episodes, right?
Yeah.
So it might take her 3 or 4 months or longer to even write it. So then now we got to go into pre-production, which is a lot. You got to, she's dealing with, I think the Dirty D has over 30 cast members. So you're dealing with rehearsals, you're dealing with everybody's schedules, you're dealing with just real life stuff. And then also, even after we shoot it, it takes post-production another 2 months. So if you kind of just, look at a timeline, Lisa usually drops the Dirty D like around May or June of every year. So it takes her about a year to, put these 6 episodes in place. And I think, yeah. So, and then you got to think about it, like shows like Power and P-Valley and all that stuff. They got a whole team full of writers.
Yeah.
Whereas, Lisa Brown, she's just straight up writing everything on her own. But then sometimes I'm pretty sure she gets writer's block, or whatever. Like that's a lot. So that's really the primary reason why these episodes take so long is I think because of the writing piece, and I feel like the writing is the most important piece of these projects. Like without the writer, the wine doesn't exist. So yes. So on the writing side, she's got to take her time. She got to make sure she's crossing all her T's, dotting her I's, and everything is making sense. And Lisa, man, her writing is like next level. Like I remember when I first started watching the Dirty D, the first episode, I watched like the first 10 minutes and I couldn't turn it off. It was just like it was constantly stuff going on, and the same thing with Dennis Reed. He's the same way. So, but to answer your question, it's really just the process takes so long. It Tubi takes three months to even
Eric,
upload the stuff, so even once you get it on uploaded to Tubi, it take them 3 months to make it go live. So it's really it's a whole process. So
I say, because this is what irritates me. Make the when y'all end the seasons on these things, or the last season, make it a lame ending. You know what I mean? Because I'm waiting on after I get to this end. It's such a great ending. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a great ending, but then we gotta wait 6 months for the next season, and I'm like,
but you can't do a lame ending because then no one's gonna want to watch it. Oh, that okay, that was a bummer. So they're not gonna they leave you something to look forward to.
Exactly.
Cliffhanger.
Everybody like, man, what happened? I gotta wait the whole another year. And then he's like, hey.
If they have a Facebook page for that show, on certain shows that I watch, they have the Facebook pages, and so the entire time, everyone is like, "Well, I wonder if this happened. Well, this is probably what happened. No, that's not gonna happen."
Exactly.
And what I think about when I see that, which is funny, I'm like, they're giving the writers some info where, oh, well, let's write this into this or whatever.
No, definitely.
There was a show, and it was a lady that was pregnant with twins, and everybody was trying to figure out who was the dad between two guys. I put my little comment. Both guys have our fathers. One is the father of one twin, and the other is the father. And a lot of people had some negative things to write, like what? And I put in there, I forgot the terminology for that because that can happen. And it turned out when it came back, both fathers, there were fathers for each baby.
Wow.
It was like,
it was something like that in the Dirty D.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? Oh, okay.
Dude paid all the child support and the baby wasn't his. Then the other guy found out it wasn't his either.
No, these were twins. Let's say like I'm pregnant with twins. You were the father of one of my twin babies, and Dejuan was the father of the other one. A lot of people don't realize.
Well, you can't use other names, Marcella. You can't use other names.
I'm looking at you guys, okay? I'm just looking. You gonna make me say
every time it's something, she always says, "Okay, so now Greg is the one that sold the drugs."
I mean, because I'm looking at you. I'm looking at you.
But I'm looking at like with power, man. They start killing off everybody. So you like, okay, it's over there because they start killing off everybody. So Dirty D, just you killed off the one lady, okay, but kill them all off if you're gonna do something like that, and then bring them back in the next season.
Right.
Really is she really dead, or was someone dreaming that?
Right, exactly.
The JR, what is that movie? That Dallas,
Dynasty or something?
Who killed JR?
Right.
I mean, anything can happen in film, and it's I like the cliffhangers. I'm a little upset when I have those, and I'm like, oh God, wait, this is the last one of the season. When is the next one?
So you're a producer. What type of as you produce on your own, what type of movies are you going to be doing?
So I primarily like comedies, dramas, thrillers. One of my goals, something that I want to do within the next year or so, I want to do like a superhero film.
Let's go.
Just something different, like what was the movie with Robert Townsend back in the
I
day?
knew
Was
you was gonna say that. I knew you was gonna say it
Oh
immediately.
yeah, I
yeah,
remember that.
man. You know,
Yeah,
just like
yeah.
a Black Hood superhero.
Meteor
You
Man.
What
know,
would be your
Man.
superpower?
I don't know. That's what
Don't
that's
give
what
out
we
your
got to figure
secret.
out.
Somebody
That's
gonna
what we got to
take.
figure
Don't give
out.
out the secret.
He's gonna have to get it from that rock. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? Hey, just don't do no handyman. Don't
Right.
do
Oh yeah. Nah, yeah, handyman. I was a little.
Your superpower is being African American.
Oh yeah, exactly. There you go. There you go.
She wants you to get out there with a cape and some tights and sell some bean pies. Is what
Right.
I ain't
Exactly.
seen nothing about no bean pies.
That's all good. Do you have
Oh,
any?
Jesus.
Duan, do you have any regrets?
What, as far as film or
Yeah.
just in life in general?
As far as film, we ain't gonna. Well, you know what? No, let's put them both out there.
Both.
No, so kind of how I live my life is everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
And that really kind of keeps me sane. Because you can just kind of go down this path when you start thinking, oh man, if I would have did this, if I would have did that. At the end of the day, I feel like the path that God wanted me to walk on. I've done that, so I don't necessarily regret any film, anything in my life. Of course, it's times like, oh man, I wish I would have went to the University of Michigan or did this, but even in saying that, I would have never met my wife, and then I would have never had these three beautiful intelligent children.
Right.
So it's really everything happens for a reason. Like I was already set to go to the University of Michigan, but I didn't pay my deposit for my room and board, so I had to go to Eastern Michigan for just a semester. But then I ended up meeting my wife, and that's my wife of 12 years now. So it's just crazy how things work. So I'm a firm believer in faith, and everything happens for a reason. So my path led me here today. So every move I made, I'm here now. So I definitely don't have any regrets. I'm blessed. Really the only thing I wish, man, I just wish my mom was still here with me. She passed back in October of 2022. But other than that, man, that's the only thing I'm missing is her right now. So
there you go. What's up, Marcy?
Did you have any naysayers before you went into the entertainment industry? And if you did, what are they saying now?
yeah, so I had a really the only person that really fully supported my acting career was my mom and dad. It was like between those two, I could do no wrong. Like my mom and my dad, they just, man, anything I did, they just like, oh, you the best at it. So really they were the only ones that really fully supported me. Everybody else, as far as friends, even my wife, she didn't really, see the vision. She like, are you acting? Like, what like what is this? Like, so but now she, sees it. But yeah, people, of course now everybody, hey man, put me in the movie.
Yeah.
But it's like, all right, cool, but you gotta put that work in. As I mentioned earlier, I was the cop for my first 5 or 6 movies. So like, but a lot of these guys, they want to come in and get the lead role, and they want to have a beautiful girl on their arm, and they getting money, they doing this. It's like, man, but you have to really love the art, love the craft, and want to do this. Like if you're doing it for fame, you need to go elsewhere.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you, man. I did a music video show for a long time. Wound up in Michigan, but I never knew, and this is related to your mom not being here. My dad always supported everything that it did, but I didn't find out until he died that he was my biggest fan.
Yeah,
I did not find that out because as a father, he's trying to make us do different things, trying to be that dude. You got to be this man in this world, and you got to do this, you got to do that. But when he died, my father had my copyright papers. My father had newspaper articles, magazine articles. He had all of that stuff.
Yeah.
I never knew he had stuff that I didn't even think about. He
had.
I didn't know he was my biggest fan like that. So I feel you on your mom not being here and this and that. Condolences, but you never forget that.
Oh yeah, no, never, man. See, my mom, and my dad, they're openly my biggest fans. Like right now, man, my dad, if you go on his Facebook page, man, that's all he talk about is me. Hey, my son. You know, and mind you, you know, I got 12 siblings with Pop. So, you know, I'm pretty sure a lot of them be like, all right, Dad. You know, you
the favorite.
talking about DeJuan a lot, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, Pops, man, he's openly, you know, my biggest fan, man. You know, anything I do, any premiere, whatever, man, Pops, he there. You know, he gonna show up late. He ain't gonna come on time. You know, but he gonna definitely show up.
That's funny.
Show up.
Marcelo,
hey, let's take a quick break, you guys.
I want to stop you because we didn't have that moment today. The CEO moment, but I know if she was here, she'd be like, "Hey, be your best, do the 1, 2, 3 fingers and all of that stuff." What we're gonna do? What we're gonna do in the interim, though? I told y'all I got another piece of this. We don't have a trailer for Judge John, okay? But check this out now. You did your thing on this little scene right here, DeJuan. We can't wait for this movie to come out. You guys got to get out, all right? Matter of fact, the premiere, you can get tickets on Eventbrite, but you'll see it on here, okay? But check this one out. This scene right here is with Marcy's favorite person, favorite actor. All right. Sorry, DeJuan, you didn't win out on this one, okay?
Oh man, it's all good, man. Yeah, Don, you know, that's my brother. So hey.
No, he's just a cutie pie. He and his brother. Young
Don.
Yeah.
Anyway, here's the scene. Y'all check this out.
Jealous up there.
You gonna keep running? But you gonna hide forever? Huh? So what you gonna do? You gonna turn around and shoot?
Nah, I'm gonna do you one better.
No, bro. Put the gun down, all right?
We already know the world better off without me, man.
But it's not. We need you. I need you, man. You always talk about me being a judge, right? But are you really ready to meet the real one?
I'm not.
I know you're not. I still got some things I need to work on myself, right, bro? So I'll help you, and you help me. Can you do that for me, brother? Can you do that for me, Darnell? Huh?
I messed up bad this time, bro. I didn't mean for this to happen.
I know, bro. I love you, man.
DeJuan, I'm gonna get you. What you do to him?
No, what he do to me?
Hey, now I'm looking at this scene, and I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. I haven't seen the movie, but you accidentally get shot at. When he got that, he got the gun, he accidentally get shot. Don't say nothing, DeJuan, okay? Because I don't know.
I had that same thought. I'm like, oh, is he gonna turn that gun this way to get him?
I guess we're gonna find out June 4th, right?
June 4th.
He not letting nothing out the bag. Not a cat, not a mouse, nothing.
June the 4th. I think this time, y'all, one of us need to make it up to this premiere. Okay, Quincy has had a number of premieres we haven't been able to go to. He's invited us. I think I'm gonna have to make this one.
Yeah.
You gonna be there, DeJuan?
Nah, man. So unfortunately, I'm actually gonna be filming in Houston. I go down to Houston on May 31st, and we're filming through June 10th. So I told Quinn, I said, man, I can't make it, but he said he's gonna have a second premiere. So, but I'll be at that one. But unfortunately, I can't make it to the June 4th, man. I'll be down in Houston filming.
Then I might have to make it to the second one too, because I want to go June the 4th, but I know I got an engagement June the 4th that I was going to try to in Chicago.
Where's the other one going to be? Is it going to be in Chicago as well? The second premiere?
He didn't say.
Oh, okay.
He hasn't said yet, but you know Quincy. Quincy always does. He's a class act, man. Okay. Mm-hmm. So one more question before we get out of here, man. I know you got some family things to do. If there was a movie role that required you to cut your beard off, you gonna do it?
Yeah, so I actually did it. It was a film called Indictment. Who is Jonathan Carter, man? And what's funny is somebody posted on Facebook, and they was like, whatever happened to this guy? And I'm looking, I'm like, man, can you please delete this? Because when I tell you, I look like a shaved bird. Like when I tell you, I was like, oh my God, you know, this was right before the pandemic. We shot that February of 2020, and I believe I had COVID because I wasn't eating, like I didn't eat anything probably for about 10 days or so. So I lost a lot of weight, and I couldn't get my hair cut. So I shaved all my hair off. I shaved my beard off because I was playing like this older chief of police guy. And I totally, well, if I have any regrets, I you know, that might be one of them, man. Because I look crazy. But to answer your question, I definitely will. You know, I love getting in the character, getting different haircuts, you know, cutting my beard, you know, whatever it takes, man. I'm definitely with it.
Yeah, you are the consummate professional, man. And you know, I want to thank you for coming to the show, hanging out with us, and you know,
man.
Don't just thank him and the kids.
And the kids.
Right.
They allowed it.
No, most definitely. You know, and I want to thank you all. You know, it's always an honor. You know, like I'm doing what I love to do, man. So anytime I can, you know, come and share knowledge and share my life experiences with people, I'm hoping I inspire someone today. You know, because this is really like I'm living a dream, man. Like I look around every day, and I'm truly blessed. Truly blessed.
And that's the thing, man. So it's one thing you could tell these people out here as you're inspiring people, man, to living their dreams and doing the things that they are destined to do. What would it be?
Man, and this is not cliche. You know, this is real life. You know, I'm just a kid from Detroit. Really continue to pursue your dreams. You can legit make anything happen. Like today, and that's one thing that I value about living in, you know, modern day times is you can legit really do anything you want to do. Like there's really no limits to anything. Like people, they always talk bad about, oh, this generation, this generation, this, that, and the third, but it's really, we have unlimited knowledge. Like, you know, you can legit go on YouTube and learn how to shoot a movie, or you can you know, put your own content on Instagram and get paid for it. You can, you know, there's so many different ways you can live out your dream and do things the legal way. You know, I'm just really blessed to be put in a position that I'm in. Yeah, and that's what's really important, because a lot of this younger generation, you know, they want to run to the streets and do this. It's like, man, you can use that same creativity, that same drive, and really do something that you love to do and make good money off of it, man. Like I got a friend, he actually makes a living off of, he does cleaning videos on Instagram, and he has a contract with Clorox and Lysol. Like these companies pay him to post cleaning videos and use his products, or use their products.
Simple.
Wow.
You know, like, so it just, you know, like, you know, now, man, like really, you know, pursue your dream, build, you know, your network, you know, be presentable. You know, like a lot of times, man, people, they don't want to talk. They want to act, you know, antisocial, or, you know, they feel entitled, or that ego gets in the way. Like you have to know when to put the ego to the side, you know, because the ego is a bad mamma jamma, man. You know, and that's one thing that I had to learn. You know, I had issues growing up as well because of my ego. You know, I didn't want to listen to the coaches and the teachers and all that. But once I realized how to control that ego, you know, my life, you know, took off, man. You know, just in so many different facets.
Yeah, that's good. That's good info, man. That's life right there. Marcia, real quick.
I want to ditto what he was saying. I was going to say something very similar. And then also take a cue from what Mr. Ford did. He was doing something. He was cut. What did he do? He opened another door and started his own.
Yep.
That's something you can do if you're being rejected from something. Start your own.
Yeah.
Do your own thing. follow your dreams.
That's what's up.
I just want to say to all of the people out there that are wanting to be a filmmaker or get into films, go to the people who are doing it already. They've already been through the trials and tribulations. They've, had to go through those ups and downs. You can learn from them. Start it, go do an internship, do a shadowing, but pick their minds and find out what it entails. You might even get in there and realize, you know what, I don't want to do this. We see the finished product.
Yeah.
We see the finished product and it looks so easy. Y'all just make it look so easy to watch. But behind the
a
scenes,
whole
I'm
lot of
pretty
work.
sure you'd say it. You're gonna tell them it is hard work. So get out there and tap into them.
Can I say something, Greg?
Yeah,
for what Gina just said, how she said, and go to them. Listen also to understand versus listening to respond, because we do have youth and older people. You might go to someone to be mentored, but listen exactly to what they're telling you. Don't think you know it all, or well, that person is old. They don't know what they're talking about. They're already in the business. They're making their money.
Hey man, we are 2 for 2 this week, man. Okay, on inspiring stories and people that are on here that can give other people some instructions about life, period. All right, and how we can get to what we need to get to. Dejuan, on here we always try to get to, tell everybody that you may have gone through a lot of stuff, you go through a lot of stuff, but you can always get through. You just look up and you can get to where you need to be. You're another example of that, man. Okay, definitely, man. You are as real as they say you are. For real.
Oh man, appreciate that, my brother, man. I really do. I really, really do appreciate that, man. That means a lot to me.
No doubt, man. And I know I'm a bump into you somewhere down. We 14, 15 miles away. So I know we're gonna to each other.
Most definitely.
So we appreciate you, man. Look, everybody, June 4th.
June 4th.
That's me, bro. That's me, November. That's me.
June the 4th, man, North Riverside Mall in Illinois, man. Judge not, that movie's coming out. But if you go right now and flip on Tubi, put Dejuan's name in there, it's just gonna roll. Okay?
A bazillion movies came out.
Just yes. I would advise you guys to do it on a Friday night after you get off of your work and jobs or whatever you're doing, so that you can roll it until Sunday, okay? Because you're gonna be there for a minute, all right? Dejuan, thanks.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate
man, thank you all.
Anytime you want to come back, man, and hang out with us, man, we would love to have you back.
Most definitely. It was an honor, man, and we can do it again. Hopefully next time I can sit in my basement and really get comfortable, and have a beer or something, and have fun. But no, it's definitely a pleasure. I appreciate you all, and I'm looking forward to hopping on again, man.
It was a pleasure having you on.
Definitely.
Very enlightening.
Thank you.
I'm not gonna wait till Friday.
You want them to do it? I'm gonna get off now because because I'm gonna have to bootleg. I'm gonna have to go call Quincy. Quincy, go ahead on. I know the film done, man.
Right.
Man.
Gina, don't forget to like those movies. That's something that Mark Casey taught us.
Yes.
There's a like button on there. Like those movies so that we can see more of them.
Yes.
Black Hollywood in effect right here, Mr. Dejuan Ford. Okay, this is Dope Living TV Live, man. We will see you guys tomorrow. All right, peace out.
All right, thank you.
Adios.